So they say if you don't recognise yourself from 5 years ago, you're not growing. And it's a very true statement that has really come to me tonight, and I thought I'd make a video about it. So I was scrolling through YouTube and looking at some of the older videos that I made, some of the very, very early ones of when I was fully coming to terms with I was actually female. And they were from around 2017, and it's 2023 now, and I believe that's sort of 5 to 6 years, depending on the month. So I really didn't recognise myself, and I thought, goodness me, I have grown as a person, and I can't believe the person that I was previously. And I've really changed. And I guess from that saying, if you don't recognise the person you were 5 years ago, you're not growing, then that means I am definitely growing. Am I getting to a better person? I think I am. I think I'm a lot more happier with the person that I am today than the person that I was 5 years ago. And it's strange because I completed my degree in 2017, and I thought when I completed my degree that I'd really figured everything out and that I knew everything that was going on. And it was merely the fact that I had the tools to figure out what was wrong, and that I needed to go and work out and fix the things that were going wrong. I couldn't really fix them. These sort of Some things fixed themselves, other things I had to fix myself. So, yeah, I'm definitely a different person now, and I feel what was scary tonight is that I feel that I was changing as a person. Now, between around, definitely 2018 to 2000 and, 2021, 2022 was a hell of a year, wasn't it? Hell of a few years, should I say. So it was a bit crazy, and with COVID and everything, but I had some very big life changes that happened to me as well. Very big life changes, and I am very pleased with the person that I am now. But tonight is the night that I think I finally got my self-confidence back from having it messed with in 2017, 2018, 2019, and then the chaos that ensued in 2020. Like I say, had some pretty bad panic attacks, I'd say. That took away my self-confidence. I was properly in the gutter. But I must admit now, I feel like I'm on the up and up. I feel like I've got my self-confidence back. But it's quite scary because I'm changed from the person that I was in 2016. I'm changed. So I'm a lot more confident. I'm a lot more self-assured. I'm a lot more happy with my body, which of course is what we need, but also with my talking, and how I even just talk to the camera is completely different now compared to how I talked back then. I'm not going to post the video about then, maybe I should. But I basically was like, oh, hi guys, how you doing guys? So really quiet, really slow, really monotonous. I didn't have my energy and my vibe that I have now. I have a lot more personality, like my personality's coming out. I always felt I had this personality inside me, but I never, I knew it was there, but I couldn't get it out. I couldn't get that personality out and direct it, to the camera or to a person, and I feel that I'm a lot more confident and that I'm a lot more talkative and I'm a lot more happy. I'm happy now. I was not happy for the last 5 years. Oh my god, I have been so unhappy. So unhappy. But it was scary because I sort of felt it within myself. I went like, wow, I don't recognise this person suddenly. I am so much more confident and better in just everything, which is good. Which is good because I'm 34 now, going on 35 this year. So I need to be like, that needs to happen. You know what I mean? I can't be messing around. Like, your 20s, you're finding yourself, you're figuring out what it is that you like, you don't like, who you need to be, what you want to be. Things happen that change the course of your direction, that you were aiming to go like that way, but you end up going that way and you didn't plan on it, you know. So yeah, in your 30s, in my opinion, I think you need to, like, really get that sort of stuff dialed in and work the hell it is that you're supposed to be doing. The only problem with that is that it creates so many complicated things that it sometimes, I think it would have just been easier if life had just ticked along the way it was going. But then I wouldn't be this person, and I certainly wouldn't be happy with who I am. So the only thing is that I think there's a level of luck involved. There's like a certain amount of skill in life. You need to be like a certain skill level to make something happen. But also, you need to be lucky as well. And luck, like, goes up and down through life. Sometimes we get really lucky, sometimes we get really unlucky. And it's sort of like a dice roll, and I like it, but I don't like it. I like my life. If I pick a direction and I work hard, why can't it be guaranteed that it works out alright? But no, life doesn't work like that. Life's just crazy and likes to throw us off kilter. It likes to keep us, on our toes, as it says, on our toes. So, yes, do I recognise who I am from 10 years ago? Absolutely not. I was not. The 24-year-old me was not the person that I am. Oh my God, I have grown from 5 years to 10 years. I have grown so much, and YouTube's been so good. Like, but the problem with it is that I needed to be this person now 10 years ago, and then I would have done really well on YouTube. But I've seen a lot of the YouTube channels that I followed 10 years ago, they've given up. They've quit. They've gone and got other jobs and doing something else. It's crazy. But obviously, like, the channels that they did were not the channels that I'm doing. So, because it changes, and the only thing that I don't like with technology is that it's so rapidly evolving that, like, what was viable 10 years ago that people, like, were doing isn't viable now. And what's viable now isn't going to be viable in the next 10 years. So it's weird. It's weird how fast technology's moving and how society's evolving. Something that I've learned from life so far is that it changes. Life is changing all the time, but it's kind of subtle, because what happens is you sort of do the same thing for a while and you just potter on, and then some dramatic event happens that completely changes everything. So you might be working in a company and then you get made redundant and you go somewhere else, or you might be married to someone and you might get divorced, like, and then suddenly, whoof, there's a whole flip and life's completely different. So that's the thing. You might be single for like 20 years and then suddenly meet the love of your life, and again, there's the example of life being completely different to how we expect it to pan out. So that's my little life philosophy for today. And I wanted to make it on video and record this, to record like this point in time, this moment. This is the moment that I felt different, that I felt my personality flip. And I believe in psychology they do say that happens. That, like, you know, you trundle along, and then there's stuff going on inside your head, and then your personality like suddenly flips, you know, which is like how like see it in popular culture and things like that. You know, how someone has a midlife crisis and buys a sports car, you know, we trundle along and then we flip, trundle along, flip. And tonight is definitely, I could feel it building the last few months, and tonight is the moment. There is a flip moment in my personality and in my life. What it means, I hope it means I'm more confident. I hope it means I'm more assertive and outgoing, and I'm hoping that I've gained my self-confidence back to like push me into the next projects that I plan on doing. I'm not quite sure what those projects are going to end up being, but we'll see. I'm still the same person, but I'm just more evolved. I've evolved. I'm like a Pokemon. I keep evolving. Yeah. So on that note, please badinga, subscriber, and check out the other videos here and here. I'd love to see you in the next video, and I'll be documenting my life, my trials, and my tribulations. Thank you ever so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.